Hello and welcome to another week of the weekly support and clarity from Spirit for you. So I want to thank you for joining me. I hope you've had a wonderful week. It's good to join you with this and do these videos weekly. So I just had an idea just before I did this, was that throw me a comment. What would you like me to do a video on? So if you can comment down in the comments below, and I'll pick one of those comments and do that over the next few weeks. So yeah, we'll do a 5 to 10 minute video on whatever I am asked. So I'll just pick one of them. Excellent. So we're doing this from the Monday the 13th of November through till Sunday I think it's the 18th of November. So so how I do my work is I call in my guides, or those in spirit who love me, ask them to come close to give you what you need for the upcoming week, any tips, techniques, exercises that may come along with that. Okay, so I'll just see you off and we'll get straight into our work together. All right. It's funny because they're talking about holidays, and I'm a massive fan of holidays. I love holidays. But they're also talking about, what actually happens when you go on holiday. A lot of the time, what happens is you work, coming up to this holiday, getting everything done that you possibly can do, doing extra because you're not going to be there for a few days, few weeks, maybe a month or so if you're lucky. Then when you get on holiday, it takes you a couple of days to a week to wind down. Usually you're quite tired. Then you get a little bit of time to yourself, a little bit of chill. And then before you know it, you're back and, you're getting swamped with work. You're getting smashed. But they're saying there's ways in which you can give yourself a bit of an internal holiday throughout the day and throughout the week too. And this is really about instructing your body to just switch off for a little while, and actually saying to you, giving yourself permission to switch off. Now, I've actually found myself in between my sessions doing this for between 5 to 15 minutes in between my sessions. I do it in relation with cleansing. Is really, really helpful. It really helps me in a process to take time out for myself, and then I can get back into my next session, really clear, really pumped, really excited. And what you can do during your day, because not everyone has, long breaks or can pick and choose when they have breaks, but you can do this for small amounts of time. So during your lunchtime, taking 5 minutes out, getting out of the office, getting out of the lunchroom, going for a walk, putting your phone on silent, not looking at it, and actually saying, right, for the next 5 minutes, I'm not going to adult. Could be at the end of your day, you do this as well. Could be at the start of your day, you do this, or they're just saying, hey, why not do it with all three? Because what this does is it starts to generate this interesting way of saying it, spatial awareness that's actually internal. So it actually gives your mind a bit of a break. It gives your emotional state a bit of a break, and instead of it just going on this long, not for stopping thought train or emotional sort of progression or whatever it is, it actually has these gaps where it reduces significantly. And when it reduces significantly, it allows you time to connect with yourself, to allow yourself to be, allow yourself to process, allow yourself to have, some time in which you can recharge as well. And when you start doing this on a daily, then on a weekly and a monthly, it really starts to pay off over time. And they're saying, for some people it might be a little bit more subtle, other people it might be a little bit more prominent, but you're going to kind of revolve between that. But when you're doing it on a regular basis, what you do is you build up this kind of energy around you, which is more calm, which is more balanced, more clear, more grounded, more connected to yourself. You know, you're not always off thinking about stuff or in your head or whatever the case. So anyone who meditates on a regular basis, does gym on a regular basis, does any kind of practices on a regular basis, music, whatever, would really know this. That if you don't do it regularly, you don't actually get, you know, as much benefit from it. When you start doing, you know, when you only do it once a week or once every 2 weeks, you know, you're going to sort of flatline. But when you do this regularly, you know, it really builds up and up and up and up within your system. So try it out. I'd love to hear your thoughts, your comments about that, and how you're actually doing this. Okay, so getting into the weekly reading. Well, that was a bit interesting. They just said, we're not going to do a weekly reading. So I'm just finding out why, because they're saying, okay, like with this too, it's nice to have guidance, but they're saying, what about generating your own weekly reading? What about generating your own guidance for yourself? And what you can do, oh, this is quite cool, is, you know, this is more around psychic development and energetic development, actually. And what you can do is kind of like have a bit of a pie around you and have, you know, some different things like create more calm, you know, be more assertive, be more social, create more space for self, you know, be okay saying no, whatever it is. So you might have a few in a bit of a circle here, and they're saying, ask us to come close, ask us to come and join you, open up, ask us for help with clarity with this. And then you can do this a few ways. One thing is you can sort of look around, and then all of a sudden one will just stand out, and you'll go, okay, cool, all right, what's that, you know, and you actually look at what that is, that description. You can do this for the days, you can do this for the whole week, but they're saying maybe do it for a day, you know, instead of trying to do it for a week. Start small and we could go bigger. And then when you, you know, that stands out, it might be assertiveness. And then you go, okay, cool. Well, if assertiveness is coming up, well, how can I produce more assertive action, you know, within my day today? And then it's not so much about trying, you know, you don't do your head in, they're saying just, you know, allow a bit of balance with this, but just sort of keep it in the front of your mind and go, okay, well, am I being as assertive as I can within this particular situation, within this, within this day? How could I do this more? You know, that sort of thing. So just have this kind of there, just popping around your head, and just sort of asking yourself every now and then during the day, am I doing the best to be as assertive as I possibly can, assert my needs, and to create a good balance or within myself, you know, and being assertive to, you know, help others but also help myself. The other way you can do it is actually close your eyes, do a little bit of breathing, so white light breathing, breathing in the top of your head, down into your torso, just, you know, whether you're doing this visually, feeling, making it up, you know, whatever, you do all of them at the same time, actually doesn't really matter. We all work a little bit differently. So just breathing that beautiful white light into your body, into your heart space maybe, breathing that energy down through your arms and legs, back up through your head, just filling your entire body full of a really soft, pure, sort of soft but bright white. And then what you do is just sort of run your hand around, you know, the circle, and all of a sudden you'll feel heat, pressure, tingles. It'll draw in or it'll push you out. There'll be something that will happen. And then when you get to that point, go, oh, okay, that's what this is about. Okay, well, that must be the word of the day then, or that must be the thing that to have a look at for the day. And they're saying with this too, don't be too serious. Just have a bit of fun with it. The other thing is, don't despair. If you go like this and you go, oh crap, I didn't get a feeling, nothing stood out to me visually, I didn't get a pull or a push or a heat or a pressure or a tingles or whatever. It's about doing this again and again and, you know, getting more in tune, because they're saying that think about the first time you did anything. Cooked a meal, drove a car, played some music, did a painting, whatever. You probably, weren't as good at it as you would be after you do it 100 times, after you do it 1,000 times. So it's that thing, is like building this up within you. And one of the big things with this is to have fun, enjoy yourself, and just go with it. It's not about getting it wrong or right. It's really about connecting the self, connecting the spirit, and really about creating more of that openness towards you creating more brilliance in your life, more sort of clarity within your own life. So try it out. I'd love to hear some comments. I'd love to see your feedback around this and how that goes. Just to let you know, I know when I started doing readings, it took me years and years and years, like I don't know how many years, to really get clear. And then when I got really clear, I'd go through stages where I kind of, had to work on it more. And so you're always developing, you're always getting better. So don't despair if you don't get it straight away. Keep it up and you will get this. So thank you very much for joining me. That was a bit of an interesting weekly reading. It wasn't actually a weekly reading. But yeah, if you'd like to have a session with me, all the links are below. If you'd like, subscribe, comment, really appreciate that. And just remember to congratulate yourself with everything you do, no matter what happens. Give yourself a thumbs up. Tell yourself that you're fucking awesome. And just really enjoy the experience as much as you can. You will get better at this stuff. And remember, you're important and you're beautiful. All right, I'll see you next week. Lots of love. Bye-bye.